Hey everybody, it's the Last Robokai here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Prey. Last time we got locked in the freezer, and it got cold, and there were no ice puns, which actually, now that I think about it, is completely out of character for myself. So maybe I'm a different iteration of the Last Robokai, and joining me as always is Cool Guy.
Does this make you the end of the last Robokai or something like that? I'm actually not clear on exactly how this works.
I don't know. All I know is it's not the end for Morgan. Our Morgan has the ultimate counter to getting stuck in a freezer, as we'll be seeing shortly,
Turning
and we're
into
gonna
a
have
coffee
to
cup.
we're gonna have to deal with. No, this isn't gonna be one of those Tales of games where we have to decide whether or not we're hot or cold hot chocolate. We're gonna get stuck straight in, and we're gonna chase down that chef who has totally and utterly ruined our day by not actually being the chef.
Transdown piece of junk. Are you awake, MU? Frozen dead, maybe? I take puppet's toy screen. I see all the names in the list. Your name, too. Means you listen from now on. I know who you are. MU. Daughter of William U. William. Transtar. Always playing with lies. Now, maybe I watch these beasts eat you, like you tried to feed me to them. Or, cold kills you first. Make you into a frozen puppet.
Sure, dude.
Cooking with cauliflower. This is true, by the way. Cauliflower is a really good substitute for a lot of stuff.
And has a much better texture than most other ridiculous
Oh yeah.
ridiculous fleshy vegetables that people talk about. This is always good to eat.
Speaking of, we found the real chef in the suspicious meat. So Mitchell may or may not have been violently murdered and stuffed in pieces into a box. Just in case you wanna feel sorry for the escaped testing patient. No, he's just been violently killing everybody,
Murdering the fuck out of a lot of people. That's 3 kills.
Well, you gotta work hard.
Oh man, for a minute there I thought you were gonna pick up the entire Q-beam, because I was like, yeah, sure, he must have come in and just disarmed you or something like that. Then you took the ammo and I'm like, okay.
Sadly, there is
4.
Abigail.
I'm still in deep storage. I don't know why you won't pick up. I hope you're safe. If things get bad, I'll jettison a data vault and spacewalk along the hull. Come to the fitness center and bang on the window by the pool. I should feel the vibration. And Abby, please don't take any chances, all right? Be safe.
Poor thing.
Mm-hmm. So now we know where Danielle is. She's in space at the gym, around the gym.
Yeah, that means that she's almost certainly dead. I would give that approximately a 95% chance. I'd be very surprised if we see her. Good work, yo! Hurt yourself with a box.
It's cardboard too. This is the worst timeline. All right,
Right.
so we're free and our friend is gone.
Oh well.
Yeah. Gone,
That
but
could have been worse.
not entirely gone. You see, letting Will Mitchell leave, Will Mitchell quotation marks, changes things in the game. That's another example of consequences of your actions. And the first thing that we'll see is at the door on our way out. We've actually seen stuff about Volunteer 37 from before he became just a number to be fed to telepaths and things like that. And they were talking about this one particular person who was somehow getting his hands on recycling charges. And they were really worried about how he was doing that. Well, that's him.
Start chunk not go off. MU. Maybe you see it? Avoid it?
That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That was a very nice bit of reactivity. I was just like, okay, well, yeah, that was a pretty clever booby trap. the fact that he was monitoring it was not something that I was anticipating.
Yeah, I was listening. He's lurking somewhere, and there are a lot more of those traps around now. He will go around, or has been going around since he escaped. That's no more than how long we've been out for. Just throwing throwing recycling charges on a few places in here and in the arboretum. Not a tremendous amount. Let's just
go to sleep.
Yeah, let's just turn a few of these people off.
Also, I can't see the cat earlier who had Benoit and not think of the Archer episode.
I'm trying to reach her. She's not answering.
Please. Don't come.
Emma?
Please. No, not
Emma, I can barely hear you.
safe.
Is Abby with you? Are you okay?
It's not me. It's not. I won't do it. You can't.
So we have gathered enough stuff that we could essentially not bother trying to find Danielle. We could just go use her voice and open the door right now.
Enough to synthesize Danielle's voice, enough to spoof the lock on deep storage anyway. Also, I've been monitoring noetic field signatures around the station.
Oh, good. What have you got
With
for us,
humans,
January?
the signal barely registers. The Typhon make a strong ripple by comparison. But with the coral, my instrument readings are erratic. I'm not sure what it means. The sooner we get your arming key, the better. Oh, I should clarify one thing. I said the signal barely registers on
I
humans.
knew there was going to be a
When I
corollary.
scan you, it's on the level of a Typhon.
Yeah, no shit. It's because we've been injecting horrible, like alien bull crap into our brains. That's not a surprise, actually.
They have a really big pool. The pool is empty. And there is a telepath out there. Not a good time for anybody.
Okay, telepath. Would you kindly not kill all of those humans?
We are not negotiating with this guy.
I'm really interested to see how you handle this.
Yeah, like the good news at the very least is these things can't get at us easily. They would have to walk up some I can't really.
Yeah, a bunch of stairs and everything, but that's not out of the. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mind jack them and make sure that they're chill. Okay, shows what I know. Look, Teletubby, this is no more fun for us than it is for you. So just die.
He's got a lot of shots he can fire off.
Okay, that's the end of. Ow! Damn it!
There's always one more. Always one more to bother us with. That was the last telepath in the area. So there will be no more mind control humans. Something that's kind of annoying that can happen in this area is the mind control people can stumble through that fire and it will kill them. It sucks.
Oh man, it sounds like exactly the sort of thing that would happen to me when I'm trying to do just like you know, one of the perfect save all humans run or whatever. Sort of like when I was doing clean hands and some dude decides to literally walk off a ledge like goddamn Wile E. Coyote. It's like, ugh.
About all the things we can do to make ourselves stronger, tougher, and live longer.
Natural lifespan increased by 50 years. Levy, please, give me more of that. Use all of my frickin' neuromods on that.
You can venture to guess that everybody on the TranStar executive board definitely has that neuromod.
Hell yes. Typhon ganglion. Okay. That's a part of something or a part of a brain that I wasn't expecting to see.
Interestingly, because I fought him up there, it looks like a lot of these guys did detonate anyway, because they're all corpses, not unconscious. But these guys aren't necessary exactly for the achievement for like saving everybody.
Oh shit!
Hi.
I wasn't expecting her to actually be alive.
Morgan?
If you're here, then Abby didn't make it, did she? I don't... Nothing more that I can do for you right now. But look, be careful. There's someone else in crew quarters pretending to be...
No, really?
His tracking bracelet's from Psychotronics, but the ID doesn't make any sense. I think he's the one that killed Abby.
Confirmed.
If you can, make sure he doesn't get off the station. I'll see what else I can do to help from out here. For as long as I can. Goodbye, Morgan.
Would be really cool if you hopped in to get some air? Question mark? Like, we would help you with that.
She might be having trouble. She doesn't, like, I don't know. That was actually where my previous recording session ended, so we're kicking off a new recording session.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Sadness.
She might just not be able to get out there, so who knows.
Done finding Chief Show. You've got what you need to get into deep storage.
Yeah, there we go.
I love how incredibly disinterested January is about this. Just like, yeah, good job. You can almost hear her making the wanking motion with her non-existent hand.
There's little feeler thingies, like, you know, little digits.
Just, I want to see Skillet make a wanking motion. All right,
I'm just imagining it now, and it's a bit troubling. Yeah, so there are whole sections of the living quarters we haven't explored yet, which is worth noting.
All right.
We sort of went straight to a few different locations, but there is an entire second floor in the entryway. There is this section over here, which is another recreation area. We've seen where everyone lives and where everyone eats. Now we're going to see where everybody just relaxes and where everybody plays. Happy birthday, Daddy! Daddy's dead. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This is probably my fault, kid.
Oh god, it's doing a playback. Fuck!
I made you a present, but you'll have to open it when you get home because your company has lame rules. Guess what? I finally trotted with Lita. It was awesome. What else? Oh, Ren peed in one of your cowboy boots. Sorry.
Yay.
Tell Mr. Yu I said kids should be allowed in space.
Kid, you do not want to come to space.
I guess
Seriously,
that's all for now. I love
nothing.
you.
You want nothing to do with this place.
Yes, also the Olympics have been replaced by the Global Unity Games, but everybody's doing fucking performance-enhancing neuromods. This is terrible. Possibly. It is worth... Oh, yeah, and also there's a poltergeist. It's also worth noting the baseball player, I think he was, or basketball player, who was up on the station. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is a mimic, and then I'm like, oh, wait, no, everything's moving? This is clearly not a mimic.
I'm so angry.
I love that lift field. Make himself too readily available
Come
for me to
on,
shoot there.
poltergeist. You're not going to get there here.
And he's
Awesome.
dead. Told
Told you he wasn't gonna get one. All he was going to get was a horrible, horrible death.
They even have like fucking tables for blackjack. We got some.
Ping
No one
pong
wants to
table.
play? No one wants to play. Fuck you.
I think you were holding the paddle wrong anyway. Not
It's
exactly. Oh damn!
alright.
They actually have like a console shit going on here. Like this is an actual recreation area.
Yeah, too bad the poltergeist broke the TV.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
mad.
pity.
I'm mad. And look, they even have headphones so that you don't like drown all the conversation, everything else that might be happening out. Just put the headphones on and listen to the TV.
Pinball is always a good pastime.
Yeah, like
It
that.
just hit the machine.
I wanted to see if it would tilt.
Okay, that's actually fair. I'll give you that one.
This is a reasonable response.
It actually was. I mean, in any other game, I would continue giving you shit for it, but with how reactive Prey has been, that seems like a reasonable question to ask. Okay, you know what? It worked. I'm sitting here joshing around with you. Was not expecting a mimic and jumped up in my seat a little bit.
Yeah. So we have found where up here on the second floor
Even
is
got frickin' timers on there. Oh my god. That is old time.
Yeah, and we've also got the Arx Fatalis game group, or at least where their game was usually played, since I think they're all dead in different parts of the station at present.
Sad.
Yeah.
Kind of
you
the
know?
worst.
You know, we've got Horban Baffle Flagdasterus.
That sounds like a name you'd come up with.
It is fantastic.
Fucking you.
We got Abigail's notes on stuff. We've got the key to Abigail's cabin now. Although like it's not really that necessary for the
Yeah, I
grand
was gonna
scheme
say,
of
haven't
things.
you already been in there?
Yeah. No, we haven't been in there. It has more like audio logs and stuff. Then there's
alright.
the Fatal Fortress Game Master's Tome. Abigail's room is necessary though if we want to try for the suit mod for the Game Master's favor. I should probably mention, by the way, trying to sort of brute force the puzzle gets you a mod called
All right.
I think it's something along the lines of I'll let this play out.
Has vanished into the darkness beyond the tower door. The only sign of him is his blood trail. But as you watch, the flagstones seem to drink in the blood, the cracks glistening red.
Oh, Jesus Christ on a stick, Abigail.
Don't be such a baby. We either head through the door,
Well, forget that. It just ate our warrior.
unless you can handle the entire pack of rat men, oh spellless wonder. We don't have much choice. Elias? Sorry, Stab Fellow?
Captain Stabfellow. Can I answer her?
Hell no! You hear nothing from the darkness. It has swallowed Stab Fellow completely.
All right. Let me light a torch and...
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Station-wide OS upgrade. Had to hold Bellamy's hand through the whole process. Abby, do you have my character sheet?
You made it. Yes, right here.
That was adorable.
Mm-hmm. So at least one group of people weren't being ginormous assholes the whole time while stuck in space. So it's really sad.
I'm a gigantic fan of Elias's tone. Who's like, stop! Also, that narration. Like, the only thing she was missing was John Rhys Davies doing the narration, and we would have had Quest for Glory 4 Shadow of Darkness. Like, right fucking there. It was great.
Yeah, so I wanted to say, like, if you try and brute force the puzzle, you do get a mod, but it does the exact opposite of everything the Game Master's favor does. I think it's like called like Game Master's Displeasure or something, or Game Master's Ire or something. Basically, don't try and brute force it. So yeah, some more codes
That's
for the
pretty
grab
good.
shafts.
I like the idea that Abigail had enough time on her hands to just go through and just straight out fuck with people who were trying to fuck with her.
Yeah. Like I said, Abigail's a fantastic character, and I'm
a
like,
fan.
I'm kind of debating: do I really want to do this? Do I want to go do the quest for the mod? I may end up just devoting an entire episode to just doing it. I don't know. I'll make sure I get all the pieces before I decide.
It's a lengthy one, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Sadness.
Well, we'll definitely have to make sure we've unlocked all the areas so that we have full access to the map so we can figure out where everything is.
Sure.
And now we're in the next part of the upstairs recreation area. We have two more things that are extremely important. We have a theater off to our right, and what we were sort of passing by before is the bar, which also has a little stage in it for performances, and that's where you could get more recordings of Danielle's voice, because she sang in a performance organized by Alex, which is honestly kind of surprising considering how much she dislikes dislikes Alex.
Yeah, but I don't know. I have a half of a feeling that she'd make a nice soprano too. Probably not soprano 1, but soprano 2. Yeah. Welcome, Morgan, you. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna throw that one at the exploding testicles, are you?
Yeah, but it didn't work. I'm like, really?
Come on. There you go.
When in doubt. And whoops.
When in doubt, glue up the horrible fire spewing tubes.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to explode the entire place. It's my first day. There is another the reason why you would come to the theater because There are so many different things with Danielle's voice in it. You don't need to get all of them. There is enough that just you can get the full thing from her without that. So, but the theater is where she or somebody else lost a transcribe, and so you can pick it up from I think it's the next one.
Honestly, I'm more marveling at the fact that things with get away from us, bugger. I'm more marveling at the fact that there are these seats and they raise up and down. I have absolutely no clue why this is required when there is that much legroom. Like, seriously, I could lay down for a nap in there.
Well, it's a theater. That's I would imagine in the theaters it's done primarily to make it easier to get like things underneath to clean.
Man, that I said it either last episode or 2 episodes ago how it was. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm shutting up for this.
I found your sticky note, the one under the desk with your password.
Wait, you were under my desk?
Look, you need to keep your password safe, all right? I'm watching out for you because I love you.
You love me?
I love you enough to crawl under your desk. I totally wasn't looking for the pen I dropped.
Flatter.
Okay. I thought that was going to be her singing, which is why I shut up.
Oh no. The singing is its own thing. We'll get to that shortly.
Okay, great. Man, I forgot what I was saying now. It must not have been very important. Whatever.
Yes. It wasn't anything about the cinema seats.
Oh, that's right. You know, I said a couple of I said like an episode or 2 ago how it amazed me that we were we had a whoa, okay, that space was so recklessly used, like we I'm losing my train of thought. I apologize, everybody. How space was so recklessly used. You had like 12-foot ceilings and all of this monolithic infrastructure, but you know that just brought it back in very close relief exactly how much space everybody uses and how much material has been absolutely, you know, flagrantly wasted in the construction of Talos 1. Thank you.
So we've upgraded the we've upgraded that turret for a good reason. So Tizzy, the bar operator there, there was a bug on launch for the PC version where Tizzy did not appear. So there was literally no way to open the supply closet. I don't think it happened to everybody, but I did speak to somebody who had it happen to them, and it made them really, really mad that there was a door they couldn't get into. Considering how this game functions, I can totally understand that as being a reason why you might get, you know, teed off a bit.
Yeah, no joke. Everything is connected to something. This isn't like the old Super Nintendo games where there's just like one door left at the very end of the game, and you have like it's not connected to anything, but it's just because somebody made a mistake and it couldn't get fixed before the game released or whatever.
Speaking of mistakes. Trying to get in that door, and for some reason it doesn't work. Now, I don't know where this phantom is that's doing stuff, but his presence is like really messing with the game's frame rate. I don't know why, but if I look up in the corner where it sounds like he's coming from, it just borks the game right out.
I was wondering if I was messed up there or...
No. For whatever reason, I have a computer good enough to record Prey, so I'm not entirely sure what the hell was going on. But we found all of the alcohol, so everything is fine now.
Yeah, I'm really jealous of Morgan's stash right now. I haven't had a decent run to the liquor store in like 4 months.
So Brandy and Jenny drank themselves silly and killed themselves. Probably a good bet.
Beats the hell out of a lot of their alternatives.
Yeah, no, it's not exactly a good place to be. But at least you can go with the friends. Please don't ever actually consider like suicide pacts.
Yeah,
people.
Please don't do that. Like ever. This is not an advocation of anything. The closest I'll say is that this reminds me of how a lot of those Hunger Games frickin' things go, Hunger Games simulators go, where you load up like Stalin and Trotsky or whatever else, and then they go out and just enter into a suicide pact and murder each other. Because that's apparently how things worked in the Hunger Games. I've never seen any of those movies nor read any of the books.
Seriously, what is with this hatch? Okay.
Like, it's that one hatch that continues to jack with you.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes have a little trouble navigating through them. So there are a few things of import. The first thing of import to note is that when we activate the song to listen to, it will attract the attention of enemies. They will come running to fight us, and they will come through this door.
Yeah, that's why you reinforce that turret, and why you're setting up traps.
Yeah, but setting up that trap activated the sound, which has enticed an enemy already that has spawned, so it's coming up to say hello. So, it's an etheric phantom, and yeah.
Oh, come on. I did the Jaws theme for you and everything, etheric phantom. You're ruining this Let's Play. Also, good one, turret.
Hey, it distracted it, so, you know, its purpose was served.
I can't get over how... Oh, man.
But you know what? That's not good enough for me. Like, it's, you know, we've already gotten like one enemy turning up because of that shenanigans. Let's get another one.
You're gonna lure the nightmare, aren't you?
Hey everybody, it's time to upgrade Kinetic Blast. I hope
this is a terrible idea.
I think you mean it's a fantastic idea, and it's happening.
Here it comes. Oh man, limber up, cause here we go.
I got this. I totally got this.
I swear to gods, man.
I
swear to God.
I told you we were gonna be seeing that. He's this is a bit worrying though. He's confused and stuck on something out there in the.
I like the idea that he found a boombox and he's just down there rocking out. He just doesn't care about.
I think he's in the cafeteria. He's eating all the food. Remember we talked about last episode? He's having his morning Joe before he comes out here.
I can
okay, now he's found his way through. And he's coming up the stairs there. So it's time to.
I'm not gonna do the Jaws theme again. It was only there once. Hey, guy.
I'm like, is he gonna? Can he not see me? I guess he can't see me. So we've got access to some more psychic powers thanks to him. And now let's hit him. Let's hit him with the whole bunch of shit.
There he goes on fire.
Yep, he's on fire. His psychic powers are disabled. I'm about to hit him with the kinetic blast. And he's dead.
Wow. Good night, Gracie.
Everyone talked about how fighting the nightmare is a waste of resources. Use your resources well. A combination of a turret, 3 shotgun shells, 3 well-placed psi powers, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you needed. So,
that's all she wrote.
Okay, so now we'll set that up. I mean, that... Yeah, it's just because I've hacked it, so it doesn't realize I'm full of Typhon.
That's because you hacked it.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that there's a coherent way to oh, okay.
An amazing achievement.
That's alright, it's just Alex talking about, you know, he's doing the corporate speech thing.
Doing corporate bullshit. I do like the idea of there being a coherent way that you hack it. Like all you do to hack this stupid thing is just disable its Typhon scanners and just be like, okay, if it doesn't fit this profile, there you go.
Who made this all possible? And congratulations to my dear sister, Morgan. It was left for Earthside to assist in marketing efforts at the TranStar board.
I'm just practicing.
That is toast.
It doesn't actually matter where you activate it. It just randomly plays a different drum sound each time. That fire trap's not gonna be too useful because only one of the phantoms, because you get attacked by 2 phantoms. Only one of them is actually like damageable. The other one is a fire one.
Who I'm told has a lovely singing voice. Sky, Danielle. So
Danielle's like, hold me back, I'm gonna fucking jump him, hold me back.
I'm gonna jab him in the eye.
All right, music time. Now we can be quiet.
All right. I will admit, like with all of the architectural decisions, like the neo-Victorian sort of architecture that they have going on here, I was expecting some sort of either like violin style jazz or other sort of classical imitation music.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Proper ounce.
do you really ever see Danielle singing that kind of song?
Honestly, it was difficult to see somebody as wound tight as her singing much of anything.
This is a good point. Yeah. Yeah, they that note there, I'm gonna notice it in a moment. Is like regarding the breakup and sort of gives you an idea as to like where you can find more stuff. This is Abigail's room. She likes anime. She likes video games. She likes Dungeons and Dragons. She was violently murdered by a crazed thing, but she puts her passport on a sticky note under her desk. And we're in. He's just checking
Treasure
with everybody.
Hunt. Yep.
And Danielle really wants to know. And I like this, like everyone, like this is the reply to the treasure hunt thing. It's like, you're such a nerd.
Yeah, I mean, fair cop.
So here's the thing.
Danielle? Had a meeting with the great Alex Yu today. He gave me one of his bullshit I'm sorries with no resolution. Between him and Morgan, it's like a tradition. The Yu family's sorry.
Was it as insincere as a Danielle show apology?
No.
Danielle, I'm not saying working with him is easy, but
Did you just compare me to him? To that arrogant
Lord.
shit?
Mm-hmm.
Danielle...
Remember, they broke up.
Yep.
Get out. We're done.
Danielle!
I said get out.
Yeah. So the note is basically, hey, you left some of your shit in my room. Go pick it up. But I think Danielle regrets that. She's just way too much of a, apparently too much of a hothead, and she regrets it. And now she probably regrets it even more because like Abby's dead. Never got to apologize.
She's probably going to die from oxygen starvation out in space.
Yeah.
Which sucks. She doesn't deserve that, like even a little bit. So
yeah, Danielle's another one of those characters that was like butting heads with the U's. Now you probably might have noticed. I'm like, hey, this will get turned off. Oh
Lord, oh God, that sounded bad.
You're
recycle booby trap.
Good. We learned to make mines in Ukraine from recycling TranStar junk. Wanted to share knowledge with you.
Yeah, so like this guy was not actually he was not actually stealing anything. He was not finding random contraband. This guy knows how to assemble recycled charges from just like shit you find lying around. He's
wasn't even using the recycler to do it. He's just clever with his fingers.
Yeah, he's incredibly dangerous.
Mm-hmm. The only thing more dangerous than clever fingers is clever fingers backed up by a crazy mind. Boom. File not found.
Yeah, they're trying to do their thing, but the Typhon interaction has kind of borked them up a bit. It's kind of cute.
Wow, you got two of them.
Yeah, but because my power is only at level 1, it doesn't take them out for very long. Long enough, though.
You know, the random statuses you get never cease to amuse me. I'm not sure why they amuse me.
They're just all over the place. It's like sometimes tired, sometimes exhausted, sometimes exploded. Oh dear.
Sometimes panics. Whatever.
Yeah, sometimes fear. Sometimes radioactive. The one thing that really annoys me about that voltaic vent, yeah, like, that's radioactive, that can't be good, is him walking around, as you just saw, the electric sparks just shut off, and so he's just destroyed he's just destroyed a box, and so now it's gonna be arcing electricity, and so now there's a safety hazard on the field, along with everything else. So it's just like, can you not? Can you not?
What a dick.
So we're just gonna get rid of him the conventional way.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. You make everything more dangerous for everybody around you. I am filing a safety report, sir. I like how long after you have finished with the research on these guys, it's still a reflex for you to pull out your psychoscope every time you see one.
It does mark them in place, which can make it a little easier to find them if they zip around on you.
Oh, that's fair. I haven't really been using the enemy markers to keep track of them, but I could definitely see how those would be helpful.
It's very handy for poltergeists.
Okay, that is very fair.
They're very hard to track because they're quite low to the ground. So when you pull the psychoscope down...
Was there this much coral last time we were here?
No.
I feel like there wasn't.
No, there was not. Hey, we got our superfruit. There we go. We'll probably eat that at some point when we're low on health. I don't think
I was going to say, is there any other point to having it besides eating it?
It'll restore a lot of health.
Okay.
That's a repeatable too. You can keep making the stuff and stuffing it in. It's fine.
I was sitting here basically wondering if there would be like something you had to do, somebody you had to save, but the only way you could do it is getting them superfruit. I mean, considering a lot of like the nerdy weird undertones to parts of this game, I wouldn't even be mad.
Morgan, you need to help me. I'll get you this key to the armory, but I need some fresh fruit, or I'm gonna fucking I'm just gonna fall over.
I've got scurvy up here. Arr.
Oh, I wish.
A little bit too silly even for this game.
Hey, give me that. Give me that weapon upgrade kit.
Thing. Whoa, okay, Phantom out of nowhere.
Yeah, Etheric Phantom, that's why you can tell, because he's so zippy.
Whoa! Jesus, Mary, God! Dude showing up to frickin' headbutt you, I will admit, that took me off guard.
And combat focus is,
insane.
It still moves very fast in combat focus.
I'll say it again. Like combat focus was one of the powers that when I originally looked over it, when you were saying, "Hey, tell me how to spend my neuromods or whatever," I was like, "Okay, I wouldn't buy that because why would I need to slow stuff down into bullet time? It's you just need to learn how people move a little bit better, and it's fine." Yeah, that is totally not a thing. It's just absolutely not a thing.
Spacebook time, Spacebook time. There is one section of the living quarters we have not yet explored. The executive suite's cut off in space. I'm going to go in the wrong direction. In space! But it's alright, because the video is still like 45 minutes, so it's fine.
I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other videos. Or good, or maybe good, depending on how much of your time you like to waste with us.
Yeah, I try to get a bump on Sundays for a reason. Ow.
God bless it! Good one!
Goddamn lions. Winged lion
Shutting out in the middle of nowhere, getting in everybody's way.
And I'm like, where is it? And then I'm like, oh, it was directly below the entrance. Far out.
I will admit, you've shown more reserve than I would have in that particular case.
You reloaded?
Simply because no, I wouldn't have reloaded it. I would have coated the lion in glue as revenge.
It's my own fault. Whenever I hit an object, it's like, hey, can I get over this? And it's like, you can't get over this. You're going to do this every time. You're just going to bap into it, and then you're going to be like, oh, right, crunch, my legs.
I think it might also just be part of one of the weirdnesses of my psychology. Every time I've been in a situation where I could seriously hurt myself, I've fallen off ladders, whatever. and, you know, I mean, I'll end up rolling, and I'll just be like, okay, you know what, that really could have been worse. I do a very good job of stopping and being thankful that I'm not hurt. But if I stub my toe or accidentally catch my finger in a drawer or anything minor like that, I am a towering ball of fury for about a minute afterwards. I just want to punch the door or the wall or something like that. It's totally irrational.
Last time I seriously banged my knee, I was passing my bed, and I just got like this little thing that juts out, and I nailed my knee on it. And I just lay on my bed laughing for about a good 10 minutes, because it hurt that much, but I was laughing.
Oh, God, I don't know, like, ramming into a lion like that just strikes me as a stubbing your toe situation. I'm just so pissed off that the lion was there. Who told you to be there, lion?
Stupid Wu family lions. This is stupid bullshit.
This is dumb.
No one can see them from space anyway. No one cares. Like, the space shuttles are gonna be like looking out the window. They're off to get like turned into like goo. This is terrible.
I do appreciate how all of those like super thick novels and research papers and dissertations and all like that, all of them are exactly as thick as the Dungeon Master Manual for Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition.
Yeah, true to life. Not a huge amount of stuff out in this section, but for completionist sake, we gotta raid this place. There is that though, the Psi-V amp, which, if I'm remembering correctly, is going to make it so our kinetic blasts. Yes, here we go. Oh no, it's sneak attacks restore a small amount of psi. There is one I'm going to pick up at some point, and it boosts your kinetic damage. It's pretty nice.
I'm the
like, wait a minute.
awkward moment where you hover over the superfruit.
I'm like, do I want to eat it?
It looks so delicious. You keep talking about it. I'm actually tempted to go grab an apple. Probably will right after this video.
I got some meatloaf. I'm gonna put them in sandwiches.
Oh, I'm in the mood for some fruit, some super fruit. Now that we've been talking about fruit.
All right.
Oh, Technopath. Hello. You're a problem.
Yeah. Probably should have upgraded the range a little, but oh well. The turret is a problem, kind of. But look how fast we are. Look how fast we are firing at that recharge rate. It is nothing to sneeze at no more.
Yeah, no, that was pretty legit. It cost you what, like 70 health? It's really not a big deal when you have 2 toughness, and you're going to live for 100 years long. I still love that.
Still one more level up to go.
Oh my god.
We haven't achieved full godhood yet.
I'm abruptly reminded of Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. There's this one particular quote you get from CEO Nwabudake Morgan when you finish the longevity vaccine, and it goes something to the effect of, I intend to live forever, but barring that, I'd be content with 1,000 years. Even 500 would be pretty nice. Okay, dude.
He's slowly settling down. He's slowly going, I'd love to live forever, but maybe a little bit of that, maybe this. Okay, no.
I mean, even 500 years would be pretty nice. I'm just like, I can't disagree with the guy, but it's just the tone and the phrasing is so incredibly casual.
I just want to see if we're worried now we have a much more powerful one. It doesn't. We would have to repair the power in here, and I don't think you can repair the breach here, because the breach is like a crack of glass, effectively.
Yeah, it's huge. It's not like.
I mean, maybe not.
I doubt it.
Yeah. So something I got wrong. The guy in that other room before, he's not the sales department guy. That was the celebrity pianist that Dr. Igwe had them bring in. That is that was him. He got turned into a fan, so they gave him an executive suite.
You said pianist, and now I'm just trying to figure out the best dumbass joke to make on that one. I don't think I'm clever enough to really take use of the combination of
he was
that particular
he was
term.
mad there were no windows to look out into space. So but I gotta tell him it's probably best he didn't. Oh, we're at the bridge now. I just gonna make a joke about how you wouldn't want someone else getting a good view of the station's penis.
It is an oversized penis in both a figurative and a literal sense. So
this is why we're coming back now to the bridge, because we've got one last loose thread to fix, and I completely and utterly beef all the triggers for it because the game is really wonky with them, and bugger it, I ain't reloading. I ain't reloading for that. Because you see, that mimic there was a new addition to the bridge, because that mimic managed to wound somebody you can see in the escape pod over here.
Oh dear.
I will.
Oh dear. What's going on, my fat friend?
Now, the first time I went through here, he started speaking from here.
I will die soon. No need to fear me now.
And so you start to walk in, and he starts to trigger a conversation saying, don't worry, just come in, it's fine, I want to talk to you. But then, I activate the thing,
one,
and
dickhole.
Yeah, I activated the entire thing and just nuked him instead, because I was like, oh right, that's not the button for repairing it, because you have to use repair to remove it. It requires repair, so I was just like, oh. So I just recycled 2 neuro mods and a med kit or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with it.
He dies anyway. He's one of the even if you deactivate that, he just dies of his injuries. So
sure.
And again, this is another thing I gotta talk about, the only wiki devoted to this game that I've seen so far. It talks about how he might have poisoned himself or something. It's no, he's wounded, he's dying, he's trying to take you down with him. Come on, guys, who wrote this?
I mean, yeah, it's not exactly subtle there. He's definitely going out because he got attacked by the mimic. He managed to get away. But I mean, you've seen what those mimics can do. They just pirouette, and then you're just like, ow, my everything.
Yeah, and he's that's it's probably worth noting that he's that now he's gone. There may still be some things around that he left behind, recycling charges, but we're immune to those anyway. So if we find any by accident, it doesn't matter.
That would have been the greatest moment, as he's being pulled into the Singularity. You just see Morgan just sort of standing there waving, and it's just like, oh, crap.
Yeah, Morgan just goes, so long, shitlord, I pre-ordered.
All right, one last question before we pop out. I presume that there's no way to find Danielle when you're spacewalking around. There's no way to just figure out where the hell she was at.
I haven't been able to find her. If anybody's actually gone outside and found her before, because she just despawns and
yeah.
If anyone figures it out, let us know.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
We haven't heard the last of Danielle, but yeah, well, yeah,
that is unexpected.
And that's for next time. Because next time is actually deep storage. Hey,
holy crap.
Everybody get excited. We're actually achieving the very first major objective we received at the in episode 3. We'll be hitting episode 12, so 9 episodes later.
January is just on the other side of deep storage, holding a wrench in one of her little manipulators and banging the head of it into another one of her manipulators as we come through. What took you so long?
I had to come in myself. What are you doing? Anyway, until then, I've been the Lost Robo Guy.
And I have been Cool Guy.
And no fooling, we'll see you all next time in deep storage.
Whoa.